the omen of the sky under the vast African sky. The Zulu village of Amakhosini bustled with life. Warriors trained in the open fields. Children ran through the golden grass, and elders sat by the fire, whispering stories of the past. But on this fateful evening, the sky darkened unnaturally, and a great hawk circled above, its piercing gaze fixed on the village. The villagers gathered in hushed whispers, sensing an ill omen. The village chief, a stern man named Ntando, stood with his arms crossed, watching the sky with narrowed eyes. The spirits speak through nature, he muttered. We must heed their warning. The prophecy of the Sangoma villages. Sangoma, an elder named Nkosana, called upon the spirits to interpret the omen. His face was painted with sacred ash. His bones rattled as he spoke. A storm of war approaches, he warned. Only one with the heart of a lion shall lead us to victory. The villagers gasped, exchanging nervous glances. The warriors clenched their spears tighter, feeling the weight of responsibility upon them. Jabulani, standing among them, felt his heartbeat quicken. Could he be the one destined to answer this call? The young warrior's dream. Among the warriors listening was Jabulani, a young but skilled fighter. That night, he dreamt of a lion standing atop a mountain, roaring against an approaching army. When he woke, he knew it was no ordinary dream. It was a call to destiny. The dream was vivid, more real than any he had ever had before. He could still hear the lion's roar echoing in his ears. He sought out Sangoma Nkosana, who listened carefully and nodded gravely. You are being called, young warrior. The ancestors have chosen you. The rise of the Impia's war drums echoed across the land. The Zulu prepared for battle. Their king, Shaka, summoned his fiercest warriors, forming an elite regiment. The Impi, Jabulani, eager to prove himself, joined the ranks. He trained under the legendary warrior Mbuso, who taught him the art of combat and the secrets of endurance. Days turned into weeks of grueling training. Jabulani learned how to move with the precision of a panther, to strike like lightning, and to never show fear. Every day, he felt himself growing stronger, more ready to fulfill his destiny. The betrayal in the shadows. Not all within the kingdom were loyal. A traitor lurked among them, Mandla, a jealous warrior who envied Jabulani's rise. Under the cover of darkness, he met with enemy spies, whispering secrets of the Zulu defenses. His heart burned with resentment, convinced that Jabulani had stolen the destiny meant for him. You will fail, he sneered as he watched Jabulani train. And when you do, I will be there to take your place. The first battle. The enemy, a coalition of rival tribes and European mercenaries, struck at dawn. The Zulu warriors, armed with their akua, short spears, and shields, plashed against the invaders. The battlefield became a storm of dust and blood. Jabulani fought with unmatched ferocity, earning the respect of his comrades. He dodged, weaved, and struck with precision, his training coming to life in every motion. As the sun rose, the Zulu warriors stood victorious, but they knew the war had just begun. The capture of the Prince in the chaos, Mandla's treachery bore fruit. The enemy kidnapped the young Zulu prince, hoping to break the morale of the warriors. Shaka was furious but refused to surrender. A Zulu never bows. We fight until the last drop of blood. Jabulani clenched his fists, vowing to bring the prince home. He gathered his closest allies and set off into the unknown, ready to face whatever dangers lay ahead. The journey into the forbidden forest. Jabulani and a select few warriors embarked on a perilous mission to rescue the prince. Their journey led them into the forbidden forest, a place of ancient spirits and unseen dangers. The air was thick with whispers, and shadows moved unnaturally. Every step felt like a test, every rustle in the trees like a warning. The warriors moved cautiously, knowing that to disturb the spirits was to invite misfortune. The guardian of the cave deep within the forest, they encountered a great leopard, rumored to be the guardian of the spirits. Instead of attacking, Jabulani locked eyes with the beast and, remembering his dream, let out a fierce roar. The leopard stepped aside, allowing them to pass. The warriors whispered in awe. Jabulani had been truly chosen by the ancestors. The rescued prince was held in an enemy camp, guarded by men armed with muskets. Using their agility and strategy, the warriors launched a surprise attack, overwhelming the guards. Jabulani freed the prince, but Mandla emerged, his blade drawn, his face twisted with hatred. You should have never been the chosen one, he spat, lunging forward. The duel of honor betrayal turned into a duel of destiny. Jabulani and Mandla fought fiercely, their blades clashing under the moonlight. With a final, decisive strike, Jabulani defeated Mandla, leaving him to the judgment of the spirits. As Mandla lay wounded, he whispered, "The ancestors were right about you," and breathed his last. The return to the village. Jabulani and the warriors returned home victorious. With the prince safely in their care, the village erupted in cheers. But Jabulani knew that the battle had not yet ended. Shaka, impressed with his bravery, called for a grand feast in his honor. During the celebration, Nkosana pulled him aside. "Your path is not yet finished, Jabulani. Greater challenges await." The gathering storm, the enemy had suffered a great loss, but they were not defeated. Spies reported that a massive army was assembling to march upon the Zulu Kingdom. Jabulani trained harder than ever, knowing that the final confrontation was near. He sought wisdom from the elders, strength from the warriors, and guidance from the spirits. The preparation for war, the Zulu people prepared for the coming storm. Smiths crafted new weapons, warriors sharpened their spears, and scouts mapped the enemy's movements. Jabulani was given command over a new regiment, young warriors eager to prove themselves. He taught them everything he had learned, molding them into a force to be reckoned with. The Battle of the Great Plains, the enemy arrived with numbers beyond counting, but the Zulu warriors did not waver. Under Jabulani's command, they executed brilliant strategies, using speed and deception to outmaneuver the enemy. The battlefield shook with the sounds of war. Blood stained the earth, but the Zulu warriors held their ground. The fall of the warlord, Jabulani faced the enemy warlord in single combat. The clash was brutal, each strike echoing with the weight of their people's fate. Drawing upon his training and the spirit of his ancestors, Jabulani delivered the final blow, ending the war. The enemy forces scattered, and peace returned to the land. The birth of a legacy, Jabulani's tale was passed down through generations, inspiring future warriors. His name became a symbol of courage and honor. The peace of the land, with enemies vanquished, the Zulu people thrived. Jabulani became an advisor to Shaka, ensuring the prosperity of their land. The final journey, years later, as an elder, Jabulani ventured into the forbidden forest one last time. There, he met the spirit of the leopard, who led him to his final resting place among the ancestors. The eternal warrior. To this day, warriors speak of Jabulani, the man who became more than a warrior. He became a myth. His spirit roams the land, watching over the Zulu, ensuring their courage never fades. Thanks for watching. If you loved this video, please give a like and subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss any update from us. Share this story with your friends.